Glorious. Glorious.
I'm too hyped for this.
That you wanted some sides.
Yes, ma'am. Oh my. I already called Ghost Slim and told him I'm not coming in today.
You called
I called Ghost Slim yesterday. Normally I'll wait and see how bad it gets on weigh-in day. Yeah, I was like, no, I'm peacing out right now.
the crackers are
Got
cold.
your uncle.
Oh, listen to this one.
Yes,
You guys. Hey, we tried to invite one of y'all.
I know.
We tried.
Is there anything? Let me help.
I would help, but I'm kind of stuck to behind the board.
Two.
The out-of-state special interest groups. Don't let them attack my husband. You want me to attack you instead?
Right here. Hey, Scott. It is. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. We're all set.
Where's the camera?
Whoop. Yeah, we're all good. We got plenty here. This is fantastic.
I get so nervous. Do you get nervous?
I don't. No.
Okay.
Aw.
What?
Text from Brian Belzer.
What do you say?
He says, I just want to thank you again for giving me the opportunities that you did to talk about my message. I know you're friends with Graves and endorse him and completely understand that. Most people in your position wouldn't give me the time of day, and you did. Thanks again. First of all, no, I don't endorse any candidates until Chip Klein runs. Oh, it's going to get nasty out there. Yeah, we got rain in the forecast for sure. Today, we are looking at a 100% chance of rain. Tomorrow, we are looking at a 100% chance of rain. It's really a matter of when, though, right? About 3 o'clock this afternoon is when that chance of rain will enter our forecast. It'll be about 30% chance of rain at 3, and then just proceed upward from there. We're looking at a 40 to 50% chance of rain through most of the evening on into the overnight hours. Now, around 2 a.m., we bump up to about a 70% chance of rain, and then it comes up to 80, 90% chance of rain as the sun's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow morning from, say, 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. is when it's going to be at its worst. After 9 a.m., it should start to taper off a good bit and clear out by about noon. Noon is what we're looking at to really get things ramped up for game day. So if you're heading out to campus, if you want to take a little bit later of a start, that's cool, as the game itself should be, well, we should be in the clear by then. Right now, oh, I'm not even looking at the forecast beyond that because really, who cares? Sunday, 40% chance of rain with a high of 84. Monday, high of 85. We're in the mid-80s all the way until Wednesday when it starts to cool off again. Right now, we're at 74 degrees in downtown Baton Rouge, and we do have a little bit of fog in some of the outlying areas.
This ready for me?
What?
Is this one ready?
Yes. Every Friday.
Chef Steph.
I almost did Family Affair again.
No, it's okay. But we got to school you up a little bit. When it comes to Before I Let Go, it's got to be Frankie Beverly and Mays. It's got to be Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
She does do a
come
good
on.
job.
No, I appreciate the fact that she got the song in. 839 Talk 1073 FM, WBRP. Time for a little bit of Foodie Friday. Time to welcome Miss Stephanie back in. How are you?
Hello.
Glad to have you back in
I
today.
got my chef jacket on.
Yup, repping today for sure. We're going to dive in on Thanksgiving in just a minute, but first, let's just chat. How are things over at Zeeland Street?
It's going better.
I know
It's
been
going
3 weeks since I've been over there. I'm overdue for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well. Things are picking up.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast is doing really well,
Mhm.
and lunch.
Mhm.
Ever since we signed up with Guarantee,
Well,
it's picking up.
glad to hear that. Always glad to hear that.
7:30 to 2. A lot of people are coming a little bit late,
Mhm.
but I want Baton Rouge to call me back if they want me to open later hours. Just tell me, so I don't miss you.
Absolutely. Because from the start, from way back in the 90s, from the start, you've been about service, serving the community. And that's how you got the ball rolling in the first
30
place.
years.
Yeah.
30 years in that community, and it has grown.
Absolutely, it has. For those that are unfamiliar with the story, for those who missed you last time you were on with us, walk us through one more time of what got Zeeland Street Market started.
Well, I was renting a house. I ended up buying that house 40 years ago. And when I moved here, I noticed that there wasn't really good country fresh food,
Mhm.
fresh produce, fresh meat that's not, let's say, fried
Sure.
proteins. And so I was from Mississippi. So
Mhm.
I just started to feed my neighborhood. I had potluck suppers
Mm-hmm.
every Friday,
Yes.
last Friday of the month. And then one day we looked up, we had 75 to 100 people at our home.
Awesome.
And everybody was coming by just for dinner.
Yes.
So I decided to open a restaurant.
And it has grown from there. I love the story so much because it's so organic. It is exactly what community is supposed to be about. And oh, by the way, the food delivers every single time. You and I talk every time I'm over there. You and I talk about how food is fuel, and I think
Exactly.
it gets lost in the discussion. Food is not just for consumption. Food is to power us through our day.
My thought is, when I started this, I wanted to stay healthy.
Mhm.
So here I am 30, 40 years later.
Mhm.
I will not tell you my age today, but I do have a birthday coming up.
Uh-oh.
But I am healthy.
Yes.
I look good and I feel good. It's the basic thing. My numbers are great.
Yes.
So this is what this type of food can do for you. We got over here Brian's favorite, some smothered okra,
Yep.
We
my
have-
second favorite.
real sweet potatoes. Oh, his second favorite,
No, my second favorite is the
Miss Tanya's mustard greens.
Yes.
Yes, indeedy. We have real sweet potatoes where we had to peel the sweet potatoes. And how can you tell they're real? Because they still have the strings in it.
Yes.
We boil them, we mash them, mix it with a little brown sugar, some love, some cinnamon.
So, okay, but let's talk about this for just a second. You throw in a little bit of brown sugar. That's not undoing the value, because sweet potatoes
Correct.
are better for you than regular
They're
potatoes.
pretty sweet, but
Yes.
sometimes every one of them are not. So you just got to add a tad to taste.
Mhm.
We're not over sweetening it.
One of the things that I don't know if this is something that you pride yourself on or not, but one of the things that I take away every time I'm over there is the speed. If for the folks that just cash in on lunch and say, I don't have time, I got to hit a drive-through. I have noticed that every single time I've been there, every single time I've been to Zeeland Street, I step up to the counter or order, I go get my water, and by the time I sit down, the food is, if not there already, if not
Yes.
my name's being called already, it's maybe 1 to 2 minutes beyond that. I find that I get fed faster at Zeeland Street than I would by going through a drive-through.
Exactly. Well, the main thing is the cooks get in there really early, and they're getting certain lunch specials ready.
Mhm.
It's ready on the table. Now, there are a few things like a burger or fish that you have to cook.
Right.
But basically, the sides are ready, and the pot roast and the brisket, we have that, ready on the table to serve. So all you need to do, come in, order, get your drink, and then your name is being called.
Exactly.
We're bringing it out to you.
Ready to roll. All right, what are we looking at today? You mentioned what sides we got and add some macaroni to that, but I'm seeing turkey over here, and
Today,
make no
I
bones
have-
about it. Yeah, this is
About 20, 30 years ago, I started with my pecan smoked turkey.
okay.
Okay, so that's this one. But I also have a nice surprise for you for people who don't like that smoke taste.
Mhm.
I have a baked, and this has become one of my favorites. This is Baton Rouge's favorite right now, is this baked turkey that
Baked
I
turkey.
have. I lift up the skin and I stuff it underneath with something special.
Okay.
So that as it slow cooks, it cooks in underneath the skin into the meat, and you can just taste the flavor of the meat of the turkey.
Okay. All right. So, to get to the point here, you do these for Thanksgiving. Like people can call an
Exactly.
order, then get their
We
order
have.
sent?
I meant to bring you a flyer, but we have a flyer with most of the sides: black eyed peas, mustard greens, okra, sweet potatoes, cornbread dressing, mac and cheese. That you could order your size. I also have a setup formula where you can get the turkey, cornbread dressing, green beans, and the sweet potatoes as the regular,
The whole package.
traditional
Yeah.
package.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can add on to that package, or you can choose different size, and you can choose also brisket.
Brisket
Pot roast,
no,
turkey.
no. It's Thanksgiving. No, I'm there for your brisket all the time. Thanksgiving, let's
go with that turkey.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and by the way, if you don't know Miss Stephanie's pecan smoked brisket, the most underrated brisket in Baton Rouge, I will stand by that forever. And the pot roast.
Every day we're getting more and more men to come in and say, yes, you are the best.
Yeah,
I can forget the rest because I put my mouth on this, and this is the best that I've had so far.
it really is, and it's amazing. It's just been a couple months since I was first introduced to you, and I've been back, at numerous times. The fact that I look back on it and I'm like, how did I not know about this before?
I guess I didn't do a good job on advertising. We were, just in the neighborhood, and then it just grew and it kept growing. It's word of mouth, basically.
I always knew about you, but never, or knew about Zeeland Street, but like never crossed that threshold. I was in that same mindset of, I don't have time, I'll grab drive-through. I don't have time, I'll do this, whatever. I didn't stop, get out my car, go in and commit to it. And ever since I have, it's been nothing but great. All right. So if folks want to order, do they need to come down? Can they?
We have it.
Call it in?
Yeah, you should probably come in and order with the cashier. But I'm also trying to set it up on our website that you could order online.
Okay, cool. And this can be a la carte, just to take a little bit of the load off.
You have, let's say for the small family, you can just get, half of a something or whatever, or a quart. Let's say for the bigger guys, you can get the whole package or add to your package. But just come see me.
Absolutely.
And come taste it so that you're not waiting. We are cutting it off like the Friday before Thanksgiving. That gives me enough time to cook all the turkeys and get all the cornbread dressing ready and everything like that.
Excellent. Yeah, and as Thanksgiving approaches, and we're going to get into some little tips, tricks of the trade, some shortcuts, if you will, since we have access to Miss Stephanie. We're going to lean on her brain a little bit. But when Thanksgiving's approaching, we see it every year. It kind of sneaks up on us every year. It's forever away. Oh my goodness, it's here.
It's here.
And anything that you could do to lighten the load, you got family coming over. You're going to have to deal with the relatives you don't want to deal with.
Start early.
We all have that
ahead.
one, right? We all have at least one relative we know we don't want to deal with. So take a little bit, if you'll pardon the pun, take a little bit off your plate. Lighten your load just a little bit. If you want to go if you got your special turkey recipe that you swear by, fine. Call Miss Stephanie for some sides. But if you want to go all in, she's got the full packages as well.
Now, for just to say this, I do cornbread dressing maybe 350 days a year. We kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So you can trust me on that one.
Respect your own limitations. Lean on the professionals here. Oh, it can be humbling to say, you know what, I can't do this better than everybody else. So let me lean on somebody who can.
Don't go to the bag. Don't go to the box. Please come and let me do your cornbread dressing. If not,
I haven't had your cornbread dressing yet. I don't think I have. I know Jared has. Jared in our sales department rolls with me over there.
For the black eyed peas and the mustard greens.
Yes. So I don't think I'm making a bad choice there. Zeeland Street Market is on the corner of Perkins and Zeeland on the Garden District side of the Perkins Road overpass. They are right there next to Varsity Sports. You hear me rave about them every day. And if you're getting a look on Facebook Live at What's in Studio, you're seeing why I rave about them every day. All right.
I'm going to get to cutting. How about that?
No, absolutely. We're going to hit a break in a little bit over a minute.
Okay.
But walk me through one more time. The special turkey. I know you can't give me the ingredients that go in, but
this is a baked turkey, and I kind of use, let's say, butter.
Okay.
Seasoned butter.
Okay.
Up under the skin. And then we do some more special things to it and bake it at the correct temperature.
Process-wise, about how long does that take start to finish?
3 to 4 hours.
Okay. Okay. So it's low and slow.
Well, you got to make sure your turkey's good and thawed.
Yeah.
You want to dry it out.
Mhm.
You want to season it well. Sometimes depends on what it is. I may brine it in a little salt water or orange juice. Sometimes. I do
Okay.
Orange juice.
Okay.
Yes. A little orange juice water.
Right.
Okay, you can brine that in. Okay, and then we pull it out of that brine, and then we dry it off really well. Depends on if I'm about to smoke it.
Mhm.
I stuff the insides and get it well seasoned up, get my fire ready, and my pecan wood.
That's what we're going to break it for right now. We're going to have a few more tips for you on the back end of this. In the meanwhile, we're going to hit the break on air. Your money now, another check of traffic. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, we're continuing with Miss Stephanie from Zeeland Street right now on Talk 107.3.
All right. I'm going to get a fork and start to cut.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all, Alondra, is your camera? All right. I'm my own lazy Susan. I'm a not so lazy Susan.
Brian says he's a lazy Susan.
I'm a not so lazy Susan since I'm doing this manually. Look how smooth that turned.
I think you should rip the leg off on camera.
I think she would rip my head off if I dismantled it in that manner. Right. So this is the special one.
That
This
one
is the
is
baked
special
one.
Yes.
Which, I mean, look at that. It's
Not so lazy Susan over
I
here.
don't even need to bite into this to see the perfect contrast of crispy and juicy at the same time.
Bring the sides.
Okay, I'll bring this back.
Hey guys, this is the most that Facebook's ever seen me. I never put my cameras this big.
Sweet potato with the big scooper.
Potatoes.
Are you making fun of my accent?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay. We just got to get you a plate ready, sweet pie.
Yes, ma'am.
Get a plate.
This right here, the mac and cheese.
I'm going to get him a.
This is glorious.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Get your big plate ready for the camera.
And that's the smothered okra, which I swear by every single time. And when we become creatures of habit.
Give me a salt. Give me a salt.
Goes
out with.
You be cutting up on I swear every morning.
He requested the genre today.
I am
did.
putting
I
on
did.
my makeup.
Let's see. It Feels Good by Tony.
That's a good one. Did you go to that concert the other day?
I did not. They were in town?
Yeah.
I have so
It was Southern's weekend. It was Southern's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had so many good concerts here that weekend.
So yeah, I grew up like all my friends growing up listened to country music. Like I grew up in Covington.
Right.
And they were all listening to country music, and I was the only one listening to like '90s hip hop and R&B. So I grew up with like Tony. It feels good.
Tony.
If I had no loot. It never rains in Southern California.
I think y'all should make me a to-go plate I can swing by and pick up. We tried to invite somebody yesterday.
We did.
We tried. We tried to do something fun with y'all, and
What happened?
y'all didn't want to participate.
We try to no. Yesterday during at the very end of the show yesterday, we're like, hey, let's get some. I didn't want to like hog all this food, so let's get somebody down here in studio, and they didn't play along. It was
Should we make a to-go trivia? The to-go?
we can do that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's gonna sit there. No, because it's gonna sit there and taunt everybody in the lobby. I don't know. She's not down there.
She was there. I looked up this song playlist called '90s Baby Makers.
Yes. Oh, is that the?
You can
special?
take. That's the special one. Bacon.
Holy shit.
What? It's good.
might be better than her brisket.
Really?
Yeah. So the smoked turkey might be better than her brisket, y'all. Oh, it's unbelievably good. Yeah, sorry. I'm
There you go.
getting,
They're
didn't-
nice, but
okay.
okay.
All right, let me try the baked one.
I didn't put any gravy on that one.
No, it's
that's
fine.
true. Put your little piece of skin.
Well, if you put butter in it, does it even need gravy?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of turkey that makes you need a nap.
That's the whole point of Thanksgiving. You eat,
And then you
take a
sleep.
nap,
Yeah.
and then you eat more.
Yeah. That's just ridiculous. All right. So many flavors exploding all at once, and I took a bite of each of them, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have unpacked the first one before taking a bite of the next one. So now I can go back to the smoked, just for description purposes. No, you don't. Don't. It's enjoy the flavor of the meat. So we talk about it all the time during when the Beef Industry Council sponsoring that let the beef do its thing. Same rule applies here. The turkey is turkey flavored. It's the actual flavors of the turkey. I was not expecting it. The seasoning is it's a mild seasoning to be sure, but the juiciness of it with the smoked turkey, I'm floored.
Most people overdo theirs and it's dry.
Right.
So I do hate dry turkey. So we got your good gravy over here, your good chicken gravy.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times you don't even need it.
You don't. You don't. Because it's on the baked one as well. Same story. 8:56 Talk 107.3 FM WBRP. A couple minutes to go here on Mornings with Brian Haldane. Miss Stephanie Phares from Zeeland Street Market is in studio, and we're sampling the goods for Thanksgiving dinner, which is available over at Zeeland Street. Either go on in and place your order. If you're swinging by for lunch, just go ahead and drop your Thanksgiving order in. You can call it in as well.
Yes.
Or do it on their website. She's getting that set up right now. All right, so I got to dive in on the turkey during the break. First of all, you're in trouble now because no, the smoked turkey I think might be better than your brisket. And you know my love for your brisket, so saying the smoked.
Thank you so much.
You're absolutely thank you. It's so unbelievably juicy. But one of the things I wasn't expecting is too many people over manipulate their meat. They'll try to do too much seasoning wise. The flavors and spices that are on the smoked turkey are definitely in the background, and you let the turkey do the work.
Right. Well, it was back in the 80s. Everybody wanted to inject their turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Too many flavors, and you got it too garlicky, and you got it too Creole. Let the turkey shine. That turkey is very expensive right now.
True.
So let that turkey shine. Use mild season, very subtle, but let the meat come out and maybe add a little bit of gravy at the end.
What's the balance to keep it so juicy? Because when you're smoking it, I would imagine that would.
I undersmoke it.
Okay.
I undersmoke it, and then I let it finish in the oven.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I was gonna say you can't allow the temperature to stay.
Again, I have another secret recipe, and I just put a little bit of chicken broth in the pan with the turkey after it's smoked.
Gotcha.
And you don't want to overcook it. So have it undercooked, and then the morning of, you can finish it off.
Gotcha. Now, for the baked one, you mentioned the butter that's in there. That definitely shows up as part of the flavor as well. But again, it accentuates the turkey. It doesn't over-dominate it.
Right. So I use a lot of herbs, very finely chopped herbs, and some seasonings, and then that's how you make your herb butter. And then you put that up under the skin.
Put that up under the skin. And all this is going to be available on the Thanksgiving menu, to be sure. But you know the menu's rocking every single day. 7:30 a.m. for breakfast, all the way through 2 p.m. is when lunch rounds out over at the Zeeland Street Market, corner of Perkins and Zeeland in the Garden District. Miss Stephanie, I can't thank you enough for hopping on in today. And we'll continue to sing the praises of.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, it's ridiculous.
I just want to tell y'all, come on now. Forget the rest. come eat the best. All right.
Seriously, once you're in, you will totally. You have an applause button? All right. That's going to do it for us today. We're out of here, y'all. Have a great weekend. Go Tigers, beat Bama.
Yeah, slam Alabama.
Please be safe out there in the rain tonight and tomorrow. Unnecessary. Please be safe out there in the rain tonight and tomorrow morning while you're setting up your tailgate. It is going to be nasty for a good minute, but with a little patience, we'll get through and we'll kick Saban's rear end. This has been Mornings with Brian Haldane. We will see you next week. Have a great weekend. All right. Facebook, we got a skedaddle here. Let me see if there's any comments I'm missing out on before I close it out. Normally on... Just a bunch of thank yous. That's all. Hey, y'all, go. Yeah, she's gonna make some to-go plates. And I'm eyeing up. No. We don't. I got 20 minutes before we have another interview.
Okay.
So I got a good minute. Y'all, seriously.
The boys are out there waiting.
Oh no, I know. I saw.
Waiting for food.
It's the Foodie Friday routine when the smell hits the hallway, you know. So
I'm not taking any safety tips from Brian Haldane.
How many people?
Sorry. I think there were three or four. And you know full well. That's so good.
Do I end the stream or no?
All right. No, I'm about to sign off. Y'all, swing on by for lunch. Just go ahead and place your Thanksgiving order while you're in there for lunch. Don't try to take on everything for Thanksgiving on your own. You can pass some of this off to someone who, quite frankly, knows how to do it better than you do. So